You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the only one media group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities, and special guests. Hosted by Dini Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
At dollarseed.com, all of our seeds are only $1 a pack. And we have online resources that teach you all about the rewarding hobby of growing your own plants, flowers, herbs, and vegetables. Imagine the joy you'll feel when your children actually help you harvest your first garden crop, or the pride of knowing you'll never need a florist again. Visit dollarseed.com and grow a little magic of your own for just $1. Dollarseed.com. What could be healthier?
Hello. What's going on, guys? Welcome to another incredible episode of Vigilantes Radio Live, right here on iHeartRadio, and I am your host, Dini. We have another special guest for you guys, so you definitely want to stick around for that. And as a matter of fact, go ahead and text your buddies, family members, or even share it on social media right now and let them know that we are about to dive deep into another interview. Before I bring my guest on, I do want to say you erect walls to keep other people out, yet those walls end up keeping you confined as a prisoner. And I just want you to knock down those walls, push out the boundaries you have imposed on yourself. You live only for the moment and get nothing of lasting value in return. Start making those moments count by raising your expectations, by living for something bigger and more meaningful. Some people take the easiest, least challenging course, and it leads to the hardest life. So start making life better for yourself by embracing the challenges and the value that can come from working to overcome them. What can you do to improve your life? You can start by looking for ways to improve yourself. I mean, that's where I would start, right? There are plenty of possibilities. What are you doing that is holding you back? Does it make any sense to continue that behavior? Decide to give yourself the best that life has to offer. And it could be one step at a time. That's all that matters, right? Take that from me, Coach Dini. That is my word, and word is bond.
Have you struggled budgeting your finances? Don't worry, you're not alone. HumbledBudget.com, that's HumbledBudget.com, is the help and resource you've been searching for. HumbledBudget.com is a personal finance and educational website with a great variety of topics when it comes to budgeting, taxes, investing, and the popular topic of FIRE, financial independence, retire early. HumbledBudget.com has a goal, and that's to help you reach your financial dreams, no matter what your goals are when it comes to finances. It doesn't matter where you start, where you come from, or where you are right now. HumbledBudget.com can help. What are you waiting for? Take that first step to the financial life you've dreamed of and go to HumbledBudget.com. That's HumbledBudget. HumbledBudget.com.
All right. Again, welcome to the show. You're listening to VRL. That's a Vigilantes Radio Live right here on iHeartRadio, and I'm your host, Dini. Our interviews are designed to go beyond the music, news, books, art, acting, films, technology, education, entrepreneurship, entertainment, and sometimes even past that thing that we call the ego. Our interviews are designed to go behind the scenes and into the minds of these incredible human beings, the ones that are out there giving it their all for me, for you, and for the world. All right, today in this interview, we have the pleasure of speaking with, hopefully I get this name correct, TheMahfuzR, a new LA artist and songwriter who has just released his debut single in the U.S. called Photograph Book. also an actor. And an engineer in the automotive industry who has always had a passion for music and is finally able to invest more time into pursuing it. So let's go ahead and invite him on. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the show.
Good evening to you, sir. How are you?
I'm great, man. Thanks for asking. How are you?
I'm doing just wonderful, and thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely.
It's a great honor, I must
Yes,
say.
sir. I'm honored to have you. First things first, did I get your name correct?
Absolutely okay.
All right. All right. How do you pronounce it?
Well, my actual name is Mahfuz Rahman, and the stage name is TheMahfuzR, because Mahfuz Rahman's taken by another dude.
Really?
With my stage name, yes. That's
It's your
okay.
actual
It's a pretty
name,
common name.
but someone else is using it as an artist name. That's crazy. Wow.
Well, it's a common name back with the country I come from. It's a pretty common name, so he got to it first.
Is that a Hindi name or Arabic name?
Actually, the name is Arabic, but I'm from Bangladesh.
Okay.
So in Bangladesh, it's common practice to use Arabic names.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Yes, sir. The reason I ask, a lot of my clients, day-to-day clients, are either Hindi or Arabic. So I kind of operate in that in those cultures.
Yeah.
So, man, I want to jump right in. Your debut single, Photograph Book, is inspired by the song that was written by a friend 35 years ago. Man, how did you rediscover this song, and what kind of drew you to it?
Actually, back in 1985, I was still back in my home country, Bangladesh.
Mm-hmm.
And a few of our friends got together, and this song was written by a friend of mine who I've been with since grade 4. And it was also mastered by another friend of mine who was actually the leader of our band. We recorded this song, and he sang it, I harmonized. And then the song sat for 35 years. I got busy with my studies, he got busy with his studies, and nobody really did anything with this. 1990, we released a Bengali album. The English album wasn't touched anymore. And then life happened. I moved to the U.S. in 1992 for studies. I wanted to do my PhD in physics. I had a master's, and then I ended up doing my master's in computer engineering, entered the automotive industry, worked in the automotive industry, and then 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago, I got a state job in California, so I moved to LA. That's when I thought, my kids are grown, and I've always loved this song. It tells a story. And I said, I'm going to do something with this song. So I found a recording artist. We became friends, and he's also a musician over in one of the suburbs of LA called Rancho Cucamonga. And we talked, and then I edited the song, added my own lyrics, changed the music quite a bit, especially the bridge. The song was very guitar intensive. I'm a guitarist myself, but I put keyboards in, so it's quite different from the original. I love the tune, I love the lyrics, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to give it my best to record this song and put it out there and let people enjoy, because music is a massive part of my life. Although I'm an engineer by profession, I love music. I've always loved music. I come from a family of musicians and artists. So it's in my blood, and I want to keep doing this. Put it out there. If one person gets some enjoyment, I'll have done my job. That's how I feel about this.
Absolutely. The friend who helped write the song 35 years ago, have they heard it yet?
Yes. He has heard it. He actually is in New York. He's a musician, and he's a brilliant musician. So he has heard it. He and I have talked about it. And he's like, okay, we could make some changes to it, but you know what? I'm always on for improvement, but I am getting pretty decent reviews on this. People who have heard it thus far have really liked it. Okay. And if I may say something, the thing is, the song is a sad song. It's about somebody lost a loved one, lost meaning in a relationship. And if it's a guy, it's relating to a guy, I'll relate to a guy that he is missing his girlfriend or significant other, wife, spouse. leaving, and he remembers the dress she was wearing, how he felt, how he held back the tears. And obviously, with every loss, we all, as humans, end up thinking, what could we have done different to prevent this? That's one thing. The other thing is, we've all been through some loss or the other. And it's always comforting when somebody else comes and talks to us and can relate because they have suffered a similar loss. Now, this song is not a human being, but if somebody who's going through a hard time listens to the song and gets some comfort, that's my reward. That's how I see this.
Absolutely. All right, we're going to play the song later on in the show.
Sure.
Yeah. So you were in a band before. What happened to that band?
Glad you asked. We formed the band back in '85. We recorded these songs. Then we broke up for 5 years. Got back together back in 1990. Recorded another album. Now this was a Bengali album. This was still back in Bangladesh. And then we had all sorts of TV shows, live shows scheduled. And our band leader had to leave. He had to come back to the U.S. to study. And then I got my master's in physics from Dhaka in Bangladesh. And then I came here to study. And the band broke up. Again, we all went in different directions. Some of our band members went to another band which became very famous in Bangladesh. And our bassist died. He had some lung issues. Unfortunately, one of the nicest guys I knew. And life happened. I had to study, get a job. I had a family, had kids. You know, I had to put food on the table. But I kept music going on the side. I did play. I am a guitar. I play the guitar. I'm a rhythm guitarist. I played in solo shows across the country. I've been to national competitions like America's Got Talent. I've been to The Voice, The X Factor. Kept it going on the side. But you know what? I had to concentrate on family.
Yeah.
Now my kids are grown. My daughter works. My son is a junior in college. I have time. So I'm like, now is my time. I need to get back to this, and I need to get back to this full force. Because as you know, you have to give it your best to, to get a good product out there. If in order for me to give it my best, I had to, it's like, okay, I'm going to give it all I have, and I did. I sang it with the passion that I have, and to tell a story. And I have many more in the pipeline, which I'd like to work on.
Absolutely. And I'm sure you're bringing your experience as a Bengali pop and English soft rock singer. You bringing all that experience and skills to the table. So can we have a sneak peek, or maybe just talk a little bit about what you have in a pipeline? Would that be for this year or something beyond 2023?
Well, hopefully this year. I have already written a song. Now, this is solely written and tuned by me. And I actually sang and played it for somebody, and he said, man, this is a complicated song. You need a full band for this. I said, okay. So I'm going to work on that. This song is very different from Photograph Book. It is a lot more powerful. It is a bit on the political side as well. So I'm going to work on that. Now, that's one. That will need some work. I have other songs that still, again, from my band. Those are very nice. Again, they need some work in the way that the originals are not exactly what I want to put out. So I'm going to put my own edits in there. Change the music, change the lyrics. And so I'm working on that already. So hopefully this year, you guys will hear something new.
Absolutely. Some people make music that divides. Some people make music that brings people together. Where do you fall in that spectrum?
Absolutely bringing people together, sir. Absolutely.
Yes, I love it.
So we are all the same. We may look a little different, talk a little different, believe a little different, but we're all the same.
Oh, yeah.
You cut my skin, I bleed. I cut your skin, you bleed. It's the same blood. Ain't no different.
Yes,
you know?
Sir. Yes, sir. So how do you see your music evolving in the future?
I see My desire is exposure. I would like this to reach as many people as possible so that they get some pleasure. I would be on cloud nine if I heard this. If I'm driving down the road and I hear a car next to me playing my song loud, I'll be smiling earlobe to earlobe because that's my reward.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly. I mean, if you put a product out there and you see people enjoying it, that's the greatest reward for anyone, no matter what you do. Artist, engineer, chemist, doctor, anything. I believe in that kind of stuff.
I do too. All right. Well, we're going to jump into the single, Photograph Book. And then we have a tradition called the hot seat. I don't know if you know about it or not, and it's okay if you don't know about it. You don't have to participate. But you could sing, you could rap, poetry, spoken word, you could give advice, tell a story from your life, tell a joke, or play an instrument. The choice is yours. But like I said, it's optional. You don't have to do any of it. For right now, guys, we're about to dive into Photograph Book. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
I can still remember the day you went away. It's been so long, still hurts today. I wish you'd stay. I can still remember the dress you had on then. Didn't want to say goodbye to such a special friend. Baby, as I look through my photograph book, I realize I had no pictures of you. And now you're not here, nowhere near. What good can a photograph do? I don't need a photograph to remind me the way you looked when you went away. So no, I will remember the way you were till my dying day. I can still remember the last word I said to you. If I were wrong, oh babe, the best that I could do. I remember how I hid the tears in my eyes, how I faked a smile as we said goodbye. As I look through my photograph book, I realize I had no pictures of you. And now you're not here, nowhere near. What good can a photograph do? I don't need a photograph to remind me the way you look when you went away. 'Cause I know I will remember the way you were till my dying day. I don't need a photograph to remind me the way you looked when you went away. I know I will remember the way you were till my dying day.
Guys, welcome back again. That was Photograph Book. Such a beautiful song. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. All right, let's go ahead and bring our special guest back. Hello, hello. You're back live with us and in our hot seat. What are you going to perform for us?
Okay, I thought I'd play the guitar, but you know what? I got to tell you a story which is really amazing and funny, if I may.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I was actually in Michigan for 28 years before I moved to California. So last year, my dentist is there. I go back to him. Last year, I took my wife. By the way, I got married just a little over a year ago. So I took my wife, because I love Michigan, beautiful state. I took my wife and I went to the dentist to get my dental work done. Now, before I moved to California, I had started on an implant, but my jawbone was a bit soft. So he said, we can't do anything now. He just put a screw in, and I left it alone for about 2 years. So last year when I went, he put me on the seat, and he had the implant in his hand. And as he was about to install it, it slipped out of his hand, fell right through my throat, got stuck in my esophagus at the entry point of my lung. I could feel the pinch. He was nervous, and I'm coughing up a storm. And I'm like, okay, now we have to cut my chest open to pull that out, probably. So he sent me to the ER. Says, go get a chest X-ray. I want to see what that thing is lodged. So I go to the ER close by. And then they wanted my insurance card. So I said, it's in my car. So I walked back to my car, and I bent over to bring it out of my bag, and I coughed, and out it came flying through my throat into my mouth. And came straight into my hand. I'm like, okay, I don't need no surgery no more. This thing's out already.
Oh, wow.
So yeah. So I'm like, okay, somebody upstairs was looking out for me because I was in deep trouble. That thing, I just shared that story.
Wow. Man. That is quite a story.
I could feel it stuck in my chest.
Yeah,
at the end of that, most likely.
Yeah. Oh, and congratulations on the marriage.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
For sure.
Appreciate it.
Once you made it to LA, did you feel the magic of the city, and did that help inspire you to also want to create as an artist?
Absolutely. You know, one thing, I've been crazy about Los Angeles since a very young age. I always wanted to come here. As a matter of fact, when I first came to the U.S., I came in through LA. I'm like, wow, I'm in LA now. I've always wanted to come to the city, but I got admission into a university in Detroit. I stayed there, got a job there, and I stayed, like I said, for the family, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So now that I got the opportunity, I came over, and this is a city where it all happens. LA and New York. Well, Detroit too, that's Motown. But LA is always where I wanted to be.
Yes,
and that's
sir.
where I am. That's where I am.
Where can our listeners connect with you online?
I have a Twitter at TheMahfuzR. They can always get to me that way. They can connect to me on Facebook. My email, TheMahfuzR@gmail.com. They can always get in touch with me with anything. Instagram, TheMahfuzR. Instagram /MahfuzR. So yeah, there's many, many, many ways. And photograph book is up on obviously YouTube. It's up on Spotify. It should be up on Pandora, iTunes, Amazon Music, Deezer. It's all up there. So folks, please listen and enjoy.
All right. And listeners, just in case you need those links, I will have them in the show notes and in the description of this episode. So all you guys have to do is just click those links and connect. Well,
Beautiful.
Yes, sir. Well, I want to thank you once again. It was truly an honor having you here with us tonight. Talk about your music and your life. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. Much appreciated.
Absolutely.
It's an honor to do.
All right. Well, good, sir. Well, take care. We'll talk soon.
We will talk soon. Take care and have a good night.
You too. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio Live. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab it from either Spreaker.com/Only One Media Group, Spotify, Castbox, iHeartRadio, iTunes, YouTube, the app Podcast Addict, or over at our website, which again is onlyonemediagroup.com, and that goes for every single show that we've ever aired. If you like to request some music or send something for me to play, email it to vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com. That is V as in Victor. And here's my disclaimer: we are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, scratch all of that, because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word, because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, Snapchat, TikTok, at all social media sites, as well as Spreaker, YouTube. We always follow back. Okay, well, just remember to put yourself into everything that you do and never stop investing in yourself. Peace, love, grilled cheese, and talk with you later.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.onlyonemediagroup.com. This is a Seventh Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.